So the schedule for the 2025 Fresno State season has come out, and honestly, it's not that bad. I mean, you knew in advance you were going to play Kansas in Week 0, Oregon State, Georgia Southern, and Southern at home, but outside of that, it's kind of a mixture of what you might see. You never know what you're going to. You don't know what you're going to see conference-wise, especially since the Bulldogs are going to leave it in the year after. And you'd wonder if the conference would try and screw them, try and do anything to hurt them, as a way as the last stab in the back. But really, it's not a bad schedule. You go to Hawaii on the Rock, and that is tricky. But that's relatively early in the season. And yes, they'll be out for your blood, but still like the Bulldogs. They might have a few players left from last year's game that they should not have lost. Okay, the refs had a big part of that too. I won't go into that. But then after that game, you have a bye. You host Nevada. You should win that. Then you go to Colorado State. That could be tough. Then you host San Diego State. You should win that one. Then you have a bye. Then you go to Boise. Always tough. Then you finish off at home against Wyoming and Utah State. And then you go to San Jose State. That's really not a brutal schedule. It really isn't. I mean, you got Boise, that's going to be tough. But outside of that, it's really not going to be a game where you would say if the Bulldogs won, it would be a major upset. And another thing that you'll notice is that the Bulldogs fill up half the conference season with teams that are joining them going into the pack in 2026, which, they're not going to be out for your blood, And this is just very doable. A very professional schedule. If you did not know the Bulldogs were leaving, you would just assume it was another year, right? You wouldn't think that the Bulldogs are leaving just looking at this. The conference isn't trying to screw them. So, okay, Wyoming at home should be a win. Utah State at home should be a win. I mean, heck yeah, I'm good at that. There's not a sexy game on there, but Bulldog games have become more of an event last few years than just a football game, so there's really nothing to complain about. I mean, you'll find out more as TV comes out, what games could be moved to Friday and so forth, but right now, can't complain. Find out more later after the spring game, but for now, if you're a Bulldog fan, got nothing to complain about, as I have said over and over now.